The first question that I want to ask you, as far as India's semiconductor sector is concerned, what kind of opportunities do you see for Foxconn? What is the government support especially that you're getting in India as far as semiconductor sector is concerned?
I think the semiconductor requires, the downstream to have enough volume to support the upstream semiconductors. And here in India, we see the downstream is growing, significantly. So there is a need to have the upstream, like semiconductor, to be built locally. So we see that great opportunity.
Okay.
And the government is very much understanding of the industry. So they're very supportive. I just had a meeting with Prime Minister, and he's understanding of the semiconductor industry makes the right policy to support the semiconductor industry. I'm very optimistic.
One question, sir. Recently, of course, you had tied up with Vedanta. That JV did not work out. After that, you said you will look for partners independently. What has been the progress on that one, sir? What has been the progress on that one? Have you been able to find a partner in India?
We haven't found. Have not gone out to find another partner, and we continue working closely with Vedanta, and not only the semiconductors, but also some other items like panels, fiber-related stuff. So we still maintaining a very good relationship with them.
One last question. What will be your total investment in India, let's say, in the next 5 to 10 years as far as the semiconductor sector is concerned?
Oh, that will be definitely more than a couple of billion, in billion dollars.
You spoke about many important things around the semiconductor sector today. Going forward, what will be Vedanta's role as far as Indian semiconductor industry is concerned? And finding a new partner is concerned for this JV. What's the progress on that front, if you could tell us about that?
No, we are already tying up with the 3 partners. This is a technology business. We are already in the glass business. We make the largest optical fiber. We make display glass in Taiwan, Korea, Japan. So we are already in this business. People love to work with us all the time. We are trying to evaluate anybody you have to do the technical tie-up. But I believe I'm taking a goal. We have, as Pradhan Mantri ji ne kaha, we have to be in a hurry.
Correct.
And we are looking forward whether we can start the first chip manufacturing in 2.5 years' time.
As far as these 3 partners are concerned on the technology side, which would these be? Also, as far as the other partner on the main side, JV, is concerned, is there any partner on that front?
No, we are, as you said, we are evaluating. As and when we are ready, we'll let you know.
Yeah. Okay, one last question, sir. By when do you see the synergies of the semiconductor business, the money coming from semiconductor business, to start coming in the balance sheet of Vedanta?
No, it is an ongoing thing. No, it's an ongoing thing. We have already team in the place. We have a David Reed, who is the who is the CEO for this semiconductor, and we have a CEO for the glass. Both are in place. They have created a team. Work is going on. Nothing can happen overnight.
Correct.
And it is an ongoing process. Feasibility being made. We are working for it. We have always been in a difficult project, which is a import substitute, and this will also one of them.
Mark, what a pleasure to catch up with you here at Semicon India 2023. You know, for starters, I want to first talk about the announcement that you made of 400 million investment. Help us understand, what does this mean for AMD, and what will this mean for India's semiconductor ambitions?
Well, thank you, Shilpa. It's a very exciting day for us at AMD because it's a huge announcement. We've been in India for over 20 years, and we've been growing dramatically from just a handful of people at that time to 6,500 employees today. And they work on every aspect of our product portfolio, and we are a leader in semiconductor product design across data center, server technology, supercomputers, down to gaming and PCs. And so we have a broad portfolio. But today what we announced is a $400 million investment, which will both allow us to grow our employee force over 3,000 people between now and by the end of 2028. And as well, we announced our largest R&D development center in the world will be in Bangalore.
And what does this R&D center in Bangalore mean for AMD globally in terms of operations? Because I think already about 25% of your workforce is based out of here. You said in your speech that a large part of the design work that happens here goes into everything that AMD essentially makes. So what does this new R&D center then add, and what does that mean for AMD globally?
Well, we're a growing company, and what is very important to realize is the technology sector that we serve is growing dramatically, and AI is a force behind that, because artificial intelligence and machine learning is finding its way into every sector. Right. And so we need to continue to grow globally, and we will, announcing today that India will be at the center of those activities. So we'll expand our portfolio, and as well, we'll extend the portfolio, bringing AI into all of our products.
Right. And, today a lot of companies also spoke about the opportunity that India holds currently when it comes to its semiconductor opportunities. What is your sense that, how do you see India currently positioned on that front?
Well, the semiconductor industry from a design and from several different sectors has been growing here for years. Mm-hmm. But with the initiatives that Prime Minister Modi announced today, it means a very exciting future. The skill base here in India in the areas of deep technology, which is required for semiconductor, has always been strong, and with these incentives will be growing either further. And that has been a strong draw for us in AMD to grow in India, because the talent here is very much growing. And what we've done under the leadership of our AMD team in India is develop workforce programs that really help bring these students into the semiconductor industry.
Right. What is your sense in terms of the current skilling requirements that are still there in India when it comes to semiconductors, AI in general? We do have a very strong skill set in India. Do you believe more needs to be done?
Well, India has been a leader in the STEM skills, the science and technology skills. And so I think really with the momentum established, it's on a great path. What was announced today by Prime Minister Modi is even a further focus on semiconductor skills. And so I think those key sciences which will grow for the semiconductor industry will also help us in AMD because it will not just be manufacturing skills, it will be the skills we need to design the next generation of computers that will take on ever more demanding needs.
Right. And finally, the government's also very strong in support to the industry. The government's also said there'll be a dollar-to-dollar support also that will be there. So does this then leave more scope for further investments for AMD in the country? How long-term is your bet on the Indian market?
Well, our bet on India is immense, because you have to lead with the investment in developing technology here. And what you now see is that the production ecosystem around that, and then therefore the consumption of that technology, will be going dramatically here in India. So we, of course, focus on the design elements, but we are equally focused on growing our market here in India.
All right, Mark, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for speaking to CNBC TV 18. Thank you.
Thank you, Shilpa.